Yeah, well, the elephants were in their habitat foraging. They had an environmental cue that something was amiss, and they responded pretty quickly to it. They ears up, looking around and running to the center of their habitat where they all congregated together. And the youngest calf, Micaiah, sort of got into the middle of that, what we call an alert circle. And the other elephants were on the perimeter, all facing in different directions so that they could try to gather more information from the environment to see if this was a dangerous signal. Is something else going to happen? Or is it safe to proceed as normal? And it was really neat to see the elephants respond so quickly
Yes.
and really come together as a family unit. Yeah, it's a natural response. Anytime elephants get a stimulus from their environment that there could be danger, predators, human elephant conflict, abnormal sounds, feelings, vibrations, like what would happen during an earthquake, their first response is to come together so that they can protect their family unit, especially the young calves in the herd. And this is a natural response to any kind of dangerous cues from their environment. For the earthquake, they kind of sat there for a minute with their ears out, listening to see if they could get any more information from maybe where that came from or what does it mean. They were touching each other and checking on one another throughout that process. Elephants also have the ability to feel like sound vibration through their feet. They communicate in a frequency far below what humans can hear, and those low sound waves travel for far distances, and it's a way for them to communicate with each other over long ranges. And so they're holding still, listening for that environmental cue. And when they didn't get any information after a few minutes, you can see their body posture sort of relaxed a little bit. They weren't getting any additional information that there was potential danger, and they sort of moved off. And at first they were within very close proximity of one another, kind of touching, making sure they were all close. And then they eventually just moved away and went back to foraging, and life is normal. We we didn't know anything the day prior. We have quite a few cameras throughout the elephant habitat, which allows us to monitor their behavior 24 hours a day. And we do a lot of really wonderful behavioral research on and document what we see and learn all that we can. And nothing was noted, but I think in order for us to make a correlation, if we did see something, I think we would have to feel it or have it reported, take a timestamp, but nothing was reported abnormal the day before. They did respond to the second earthquake that happened a little while after the first big one. Um, their response was quicker. I mean, not the duration wasn't quite as long, and they didn't stay in that alert circle for quite as long either. But that aftershock was shorter in duration and a smaller earthquake. So it was interesting to see the different response to both of them. The other thing to consider is that because just a few hours before that they had a big response and then no additional information came to them that would signify that was dangerous, they dissipated quicker, I think, because they're like, oh, this startled us for a second. We came together and there's no more information. Okay, back to eating. I know there were other wildlife here that had some response to it, but I wasn't monitoring them. And so it's not something I'm aware of, all of the details of that, but I know that there were some other reactions, but none quite as big as the elephants. This opportunity to see elephants respond in such a wonderful, natural fashion really highlights the importance of continuing to learn all that we can for conservation. And we're very fortunate to be able to learn and conserve elephants.